Hello! In this video I want to share with you ideas, specifically digital product ideas, because these are my favorite things to sell for photographers. So if you are a photographer, stay with me because I'm sure you will get new ideas from this video. Before starting, if you don't know me or if you know me, you may be wondering why I can help you. Because I'm Claudia, I'm a graphic designer and a watercolor artist, and I've been freelancing since 2013 with these two companies that I created, Heartmade.es and Lovers Love Loving. But I've always, most of the time, worked as a graphic designer, web designer, everything related to design, painting, illustrations, but not as a photographer. So why am I doing this video and how can I help you if you're a photographer? Well, my father is also a photographer and I know a little bit about photography. So I haven't dedicated professionally to it, but I found a niche when I was traveling around, and I used my experience as a graphic designer to understand from a business perspective how could I fix that hole that I was finding. So the situation was that I needed some mock-ups, some photographies, so I could showcase specifically my website designs in computers, but I did not like the usual, we can say the more general mock-up that you can find, which is in a white background with no styling or anything. So since I started traveling, because I've been traveling for many years and I've been a digital nomad, I thought, hey, I have my camera here with me and I have my laptop. Why don't I take those pictures that I'm really looking forward? Because I was ready to purchase for those mock-ups, but I couldn't find them online. So I created them myself. This is how I discovered how I could sell digital products. And now I think if I was a photographer, I could sell so many other things that I decided to do this video. So this is why I'm doing it. Then let's start with the product ideas. The first product idea that I'm gonna give you is to sell stock photography. But stock photography, it's such a general term that we need to go more in depth to see examples. So for example, you could sell flat lay photography. These are two examples. The left one, it's super simple. You just take goods or things that you have handy and you create this style photo. This is something specifically for running or for doing sport, but you can create it with any theme you have in mind. So imagine this is only with black products. Imagine you have one with white products, another with pink. So you can create so many products with this unique idea. Then the second one on the right, it's much more styled and it's harder to create, but at the same time it's so unique and it's so well done that you can sell it much more expensive and you can get much more downloads than other images. So here you have an example of flat lay photography from simple to more elaborated. Then what about niche photography? So let's say you do like me and you specialize on digital nomads. You can create pictures like the one on the left, which is mine. So I took it while I was traveling. Or if you, for example, decide to focus on food, you can take so many pictures. The one in the middle, I really love this image, but you can create photos of real dishes where you go to restaurants, or you can, if you have a cook next to you, like someone on your family or a couple, or you yourself, you like to cook, you can take pictures of all the ingredients, of the process, of the final result. So imagine how many ideas you can create just specializing in something specific. Then on the right side, we see an example of somebody using iMovie, I think it is. But imagine you specialize on tech and you are aware of the latest trends, and you can go, and if you have the opportunity to have the latest releases, let's say the newest iPhone, you can be the one to take pictures of it, and for sure you will have much more success than if you use old versions of the same product. Then also talking about stock photography, you can, and I really recommend you to do this, focus on being aware of the trends or events that are coming. Remember when COVID came, many companies, many governments, everybody had to adapt their communication and add all those details that related to security, to the new events we were living. So these masks, there were not many pictures about them, and now if you specialize on it and if you are aware of the trends that are coming and you are the first ones to create them, you can have a lot of success taking pictures with masks because you will have no competition for a while. Okay, another theme or another kind of digital product ideas you can test are mock-up photography like I did. These two examples are just simple photos, so they are not really intelligent mock-ups. You simply take the photo and you have to edit by yourself using Photoshop, Canva, or whatever tool you need as a designer. But I did the work and I created intelligent mock-ups so you can download them and you have the PSD file for Photoshop so you can edit it and add your designs there super easily, even if you are not a graphic designer. So these are like the two levels of mock-up photography. You can do it as a flat lay and then people will have to edit by themselves, or you can give them the work done. I chose the second one and it really sells so well. Actually, this is why I'm doing this video. So I encourage you, if you are a photographer, to test it. I did it with my laptop while I was traveling, but you can see here an example of just a paper, and you can do it with so many things: clothes, max, stationery, whatever you can think of. There is a way to add a design or an image over it. You can create mock-ups. Finally, my last tip or my last idea about digital products is to sell Lightroom filters. You know, I guess if you're a photographer, you are all about editing your images and you probably use Lightroom. You know, you can export them and many people are purchasing them because they like the look and feel of your images. So if you have this opportunity, you have Lightroom, you know how to create your own filters and you know how to export them. There is such a great market there. I'm a fan of filters and I know many people is too. Now, the more and more people are downloading Lightroom, so it's not only for photographers, and there is a lot of market opportunities there. So this is my last tip. Now, before you go, let me introduce you my free training in which I teach you how to make more money as a creative online without working harder or being famous. It's totally free. It's a training in which I share the specifics of how I started and how I pivoted from being a service provider to creating digital products and having monthly passive income coming to me without me doing anything else. So if you are tempted about this, I really recommend you to join my class and I hope you learn a lot. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to comment here on YouTube. I love hearing your comments and reading your questions and speaking with you. And if you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel so I can continue giving you free tips.